All right, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? All right, thanks for coming out, and welcome to FF's Open AI Day here at Faraday Future at our headquarters in Gardena, California. I'm John Schilling. I'm the Global PR Director at Faraday Future, and today we are excited to showcase the groundbreaking AI innovations that are redefining intelligent mobility. You'll experience firsthand FF's evolving AI strategy, join insightful discussions with industry-leading AI experts, meet the visionary executives behind FF and FX, and enjoy exhilarating demo rides in the FF 91 2.0 outside. Together, let's collaborate, innovate, and shape the future of intelligent mobility. Please note that during today's event, we will be making forward-looking statements based on current expectations and assumptions, which are subject to risks and uncertainties. These statements reflect our views only as of today, should not be relied upon as representative of views as of any subsequent data. We undertake no obligation to revise or publicly release the results of any revision to these forward-looking statements in light of new information or future events. These statements are subject to a variety of risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from expectations. For further discussion of the material risks and other important factors that could affect our financial results, please refer to our filings with the SEC. Let's get started. Now please welcome Max, who will do his presentation in China.
morning, everyone. I'm Anshul Rai, and I work for the Autonomous Driving Group here at Faraday Future. Today, FF and FX have assembled a team with expertise spanning automotive engineering, AI, autonomous driving, internet technology, and software development. Our diverse backgrounds and inclusive culture create an environment where experts from different fields can exchange ideas and spark innovation. But more importantly, our team has strong integration capabilities, breaking industry barriers and applying cutting-edge AI technologies across the entire life cycle of EV development, in production and manufacturing. This ability to bridge different disciplines is what sets FF apart in the AI EV revolution. At FF and FX, our AI strategy is focused on full vehicle AI integration. We are building an end-to-end AI product ecosystem driven by in-house R&D, open integration, user-specific customization, extreme performance, open source co-creation, and open platform collaboration. We aim to develop an AI agent with human-like intelligence, elevating the relationship between humans and vehicles, and driving the next evolution of the AI EV industry. FF, all AI Hyper 6x4 Architecture 2.0, is our next generation of AI-driven technology framework that is designed to solve key challenges in the future mobility industry. This 6-core technology platform includes our FF Open App, FFAI OS 2, FFAI Hardware 2.0, FF Mechanical, FF Cloud, and FFAI, which serves as the foundation of the entire system. At the heart of FF AI Hyper 6x4 architecture is AI. Based on specialized large models in mobility, we will integrate computing, algorithms, and data across multiple domains, and adopting an end-to-end architecture and enable full AI integration across the 4 major systems and 6 technology platforms. With our domain-specific large AI models, we aim for seamless integration of computing, algorithms, and data. This means that FF cars are no longer just vehicles. They will be an intelligent companion, creating a third AI space that understands you and adapts to your needs. Building on large language models, this system deeply integrates the visual, speech, language, and historical data. Each trip becomes safer, smarter, and more enjoyable. Whether navigating complex urban environments or long-distance driving, AI ensures optimal solutions for a smooth and stress-free rider experience. Using visual language models, we combine road preview, cloud data, and vehicle sensors. Whether facing slippery roads or unexpected obstacles, the system predicts and understands in real time, delivering exceptional stability and comfort. Powered by large AI models, this system will enable full AI-driven control over steering, braking, and power delivery. From track-level performance to everyday driving comfort, the Hyper Multi-Vectoring AI engine unlocks the full potential of vehicle dynamics. With FF AI Hyper 6x4 architecture, we developed AI Pal, a cognitive agent designed for the third AI space. It leverages end-to-end generative multimodal models and integrates proprietary mobility user data. Its purpose is to transform how people interact with their cars, offering personalized and immersive office and living room experiences inside the vehicle. The FF AI driving is a highly personalized, one-on-one, customized driving system. We already developed some AI products in development, and they are parked outside. I encourage everyone to try out the FF91 after the event. And up next, I will hand it over to YT, who is here to unveil the most exciting highlight of the day. Right.
Yeah, thank you, Anshul. Today is our very first Open AI Day. We are introducing FF and FX AI strategy future plans to everyone. On March 10th, the company officially changed its stock symbol to FFAI. This sends out a clear message. AI has always been and definitely will continue to be FF's core strategy. Beyond the AI technology and the products my colleagues just introduced, we are also focusing on AI and powertrain innovations. This will be one of our key priorities. Equally important to our target of having the first FF vehicle offline by the end of 2025. The extended range solution has proven successful in the Chinese market. American drivers have a longer average daily driving distance and favor larger passenger vehicles. However, the coverage of charging stations here is significantly lower. This means EREVs and next generation extended range solutions are better suited for US customers. Whoever seizes this blue ocean opportunity will reshape the global AIEV competition. On the other hand, current extended range technology has major flaws. It was phased out in the US years ago and was never widely adopted. In recent years, improved extended range technology has offered substantial value to users and been a success in the Chinese market. However, key challenges remain to be addressed. Plug-in hybrid powertrains have even more issues. Delayed power delivery and weak performance, leading to poor driving dynamics, limited capability for intelligent technology integration, resulting in a subpar user experience, limited potential for building intelligent technology architecture, and high overall cost and low value for money. Also, its overly complicated mechanics have compromised the driving experience and reduce user value. How can we address these issues for range extenders and plug-in hybrids? Now, I'm proud to officially launch Future AIHER, AI hybrid extended range. The world's first company focusing on designing and developing an AI hybrid extended range electric powertrain system. This company will focus on designing and developing two types of key products. First is their Super AI hybrid extended range system and its solutions. This is a fusion of hybrids and range extenders. Primarily, range extender with hybrid drive playing a secondary role. And second, the Super AI extended range system and its solutions. The Super AI hybrid extended range system could solve the inherent flaws of both range extenders and plug-in hybrids and push their respective advantage to the extreme. We aim to lead the transformation of powertrain technology. Now, I would like to invite my AI voice agent to introduce our AI extended range system concept and AI hybrid extended range system concept. And let's find out who speaks better English. We believe that in the future, both in the US and globally, electric and hybrid extended range powertrains will dominate the market. These are also the best solutions that could align with AI-driven vehicle technologies. Looking ahead, FF and FX could offer up to 3 different powertrain systems: battery electric, super AI extended range, a blue ocean market in the US, and super AI hybrid extended range system. If we successfully design and develop AI-powered range-extending technology, it could be a game changer, completely redefining energy management. Through upgrades in high-efficiency range extenders, large-capacity batteries, advanced electric drive systems, and intelligent control, we aim to achieve dynamic energy optimization. The system could self-learn by analyzing road conditions, driving habits, and battery status, continuously adjusting the range extender's operation mode to maximize energy efficiency over time. But the most exciting plan is for the design and development of a super AI hybrid extended range system, which could be the AI-driven fusion of extended range and hybrid technology that is primarily extended range with plug-in hybrids playing a secondary role. Through system and architecture innovation, all power sources could excel particularly in high-speed driving and rapid acceleration. Through system and architecture innovation, we will look to solve the core challenges of traditional extended range systems, especially in battery depletion mode, where fuel consumption increases, power weakens, and highway performance drops. With predictive energy management, real-time learning of user driving preferences, and adaptation to external conditions, we envision a system that dynamically selects the optimal power and efficiency balance for every driving mode. This enables the best fuel efficiency and range among comparable powertrains, with exceptionally low fuel consumption, significantly lower than range extenders, and even below that of plug-in hybrids. Let's take a look at this chart. The team is developing concept designs and is actively pursuing patent applications. We would anticipate launching Future AIHER's technology in FX vehicles first. In the next phase, we could expand globally, offering our technologies to other mobility OEMs. By revolutionizing AI plus powertrain technologies, we could redefine the future of mobility. Our FFAI Hyper 6x4 Architecture 2.0 is AI-powered and will reshape vehicle intelligence, driving experience, and control logic. Next up, the company's AI products development plan consists of 4 phases. 1, AI Foundation, integrating large AI models and basic voice assistant features. 2, advanced multimodal AI, enhancing human-vehicle interaction and deepening integration into driving. 3, AI OS platform and API, building AI automotive operating system and opening APIs to encourage co-creation. 4, continuous upgrades, improving our models and expanding commercial applications across industries. Right now, our top priority is to accelerate the launch of 3 core AI-powered products and deploy them in potential future FX mass production models. 1, designing and developing a super AI hybrid extended range system, leading AI-driven revolution in intelligent powertrains. 2, AI cabin agent, enhancing AI interaction and self-learning capabilities on FF and FX products. 3,
end-to-end open source large model AI driving, creating a truly open, collaborative, and shared AI driving system. As we hold the first ever FF Open AI Day, we are setting the stage to share our progress in AI and mobility. And finally, I invite AI visionaries and pioneers across the globe to join us. Let's work together to push the boundaries of automotive AI solutions, co-create the next generation AI EV superintelligent agent, and build an entirely new AI-driven mobility ecosystem. The future starts now.
All right, thanks, YP. That was really cool. What did you guys think of that, the AI voice agent? That was really unique. Okay, now we basically have some speakers that we're going to bring up and speak to you guys a bit. Some keynote speakers, various people from the industry. We'll hear from Chen Zhang, who's the head of autonomous driving R&D at FF. He'll come up next. AI and robotics expert EVTOL. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. I'm sorry. And Mohammed Shakir El Sharif, co-founder of Shiku Auto, and he was one of the participants in our FF creativity contest. So I'm really happy that he made it here and he can speak to you guys. They will talk about the transformation AI brings to the automotive industry and beyond. So now, as I said, we're going to bring up Chen Zhang to speak to you guys first. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm very excited to share our journey at FF in leveraging AI for autonomous driving development. My name is Chen Zhang. I'm the manager of FF Autonomous Driving. In today's presentation, we will focus on two areas. One is how we embrace AI tool for 10x software development efficiency. Second one, how AI empower end-to-end autonomous driving. Let's first look at how we embrace this AI tool and to speed up our development efficiency. So we are witnessing a paradigm shift in engineering as AI tool become an integral part of development workflow. The image here visually captures this evolutionary leap in the past year. Basically, we are in a new era of intelligent engineering, like human being transforming from ape-man. At FF, we have closely followed this evolution, leveraging AI to accelerate development and drive innovation. The impact of AI on software development has been profound. So 10x improvement in software coding efficiency, 3x reduction in engineering manpower, 3x reduction in development cycle time. All this means the dollar saving and innovation for engineering. So at FF, we have seen concrete examples of these transformations. A single engineer can now write and test 10K lines of code per month, equivalent to what a high output engineer might produce in an entire year in traditional development. We can now train a non-software engineer, non-AI engineer into an AI software engineer within just 3 months, which is unimaginable before. Basically, the challenge of engineering talent shortage is being addressed. Our iteration speed has increased significantly. We can now integrate new ideas and open source algorithms in our software within just maybe 2 hours or 2 days. Now AI tools help consolidate multiple domain knowledge, ending up much less demanding domain expertise. For example, for the whole end-to-end autonomous driving stack, we only need one architecture rules for all modules, which was almost impossible before. As a result, our innovation speed has increased by 5x, enabling us to test and implement ideas faster. Here I show 2 examples. The first example is bird's eye view algorithm development. We innovate and test new algorithms in just a couple of weeks. This kind of work would require 1 to 3 months if we stick to conventional method. Another example is AI-assisted development. It's the parallel parking feature, which you can see from the demo. Traditionally, software development involves multiple teams, extensive debugging, and iterative testing, often leading to version rollback. For example, developing a specialized parking feature using conventional method could require $500K in development cost, up to 3 months of engineering time. However, AI tool dramatically enhance development efficiency by integrating knowledge across multiple domains such as chassis, powertrains, and the motor system. AI accelerates the entire process and reduces the development time from 3 to 1 month, significantly improving the development speed and marketing responsiveness. I should give full credit for this demo to our FF Powertrain team. As we can see, we can reduce the parking maneuver time from export like driving 50 seconds to 10 seconds. Yeah, let's look at FF's approach to end-to-end AI in autonomous driving and our forward-thinking innovation in this space. End-to-end model become a key trend in a key trend in the industry. Our FF end-to-end autonomous driving model consists of 3 core components. Fast response model, this including perception, planning, and control module. The control module operates as high frequency 50 Hz, ensure faster reaction. Perception and planning run at 10 Hz. Reasoning model, this model provides high-level decision-making using multimodal input language vision. It operates as low frequency 2 to 10 Hz to focus on complex reasoning. We leverage pre-trained open source model and fine-tune using our own data. So the third model is offline model. This model is more complex and play a supporting role for the online model. They assist reinforcement learning, simulation, and annotation. Of course, in practice, we still integrate a lightweight conventional pipeline to ensure safety and trajectory smoothness. While this is the current state of our AI model, what about the next generation? The future lies in a unified, large-scale model that balances performance and computation efficiency. Key characteristics of this next-generation model is large language model-centric multimodality design. A unified model handles multiple modality, multiple tasks, and diverse dataset, and capable of executing various autonomous driving tasks. The evolution will push AI driving autonomy to a new high. While we often talk about the model architecture, the reality is the model are just the tip of iceberg. The real challenge lies in training and data acquisition. Let's look at the 4 training learning steps that we need to perform for training autonomous driving models. Self-supervised learning, supervised learning, imitation learning, and reinforcement learning. Each learning step requires different data. Representation learning poses less demanding to the data labeling, but more demanding to the data volume. Supervision learning has both demanding for labeling and data volume. Imitation learning demands a special maneuver of driving. Reinforcement learning demands interaction of your software with the environment. We need a variety type of data, vision, trajectory, 3D labeling, negative sample, from both planning and perception perspective. Full data distribution and real case coverage. Some of the data can be easily obtained and some are hard to get in a massive way. The current industry approach is given we need some sort of data, we are going to spend engineering resources to get that data, and either from human being annotation or the labeling or simulation. We can look at the problem slightly differently. We can design and model the model more intelligent and more generalized by looking at what data is available. Roughly, here you can see we can classify 4 different types of data, like publicly available internet and non-autonomous driving specific data, publicly well-annotated data, mostly from open source, but we need to pay attention about the license. Company-wide platform well-annotated data or synthetic data. Or eco-vehicle specific data with exact target camera view, either well-labeled data or synthetic data. So each data has a different quality level and distribution. To improve generalization, our model must observe data from various sources, balance data diversity and accuracy. So actually one example is from Tesla. They cannot legally get the data from China about the bus lane. They can now, the way they solve it, to get the data from the public data source. There's one example how we can use public data set. So in general, this raises important questions. Can we build a unified foundation model that adopts to different data sets? Can this foundation model serve as pre-trained base for different automotive company for fine-tune? Just like a large language model, Should we open source this base model to enable industry-wide collaboration? So these are topics that worth exploring as we shape the future of AI-driven autonomous. So there's no answer. That's just a question for ourselves or for whole industry. As a summary, FF are now on the wave of paradigm shifting of AI development process. We are innovating in model architecture and the training process, paving the way for unified foundation model for the FF, potentially for industry. Yeah, thank you. Next, welcome our speaker, Professor EVTOL.
Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure here in the inaugural FF Open AI Day. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to share my opinions about AI in general and actually in terms of the mobility, intelligent mobility. Okay. To start with, though, you probably have noticed, and last Friday, Elon Musk just made an announcement. He's planning to actually send the Starship into Mars. And here, I just want to take a quick quiz. Pop quiz here, and let's see if Elon Musk decided, in addition to sending the Optimus, they also want to give you a free ride to Mars at end of next year. And please show your hand. How do you want to take this free ride? Raise your hand. Okay, a few people there. More? Okay, great. We have a lot of brave adventurers here. That's great. So this is what we're talking about, and this intelligent mobility go beyond just Earth. But now let's come back to the Earth, actually. So we'd like to see how this intelligent mobility is defined in this context. Basically, in my view, intelligent mobility is integrations of this advanced technology, including the AI, including the IoT, including smart energy, and robotics all together in order to provide a secure, more efficient, more sustainable, and also more intelligent and platforms for us as a human beings, right? So in this context, let's take a look at in terms of how actually human and AI work together in the very beginning. To do that, I'd like you to take you to this very beginning in 1968. There's a very famous epic and sci-fi novel or script. It's called 2001 and Odyssey, A Space Odyssey. And how do you actually watch this movie or you have read the novels? Great. As you can, if you recall, in that case where this novel is about, and it follows a voyage that by a group of scientists, astronauts, and also intelligence and AI called HAL 9000, and they're basically navigate to the Jupiter to investigate a alien monolith. So during the time, and this AI HAL 9000 serve as intelligence, like today, autopilot, they're trying to help humans to solve different kind of problems. But it happens actually is during that voyage, there are some problems where the humans, astronauts, as well as HALs, they also work together, started fighting, started have some suspicion to each other, and that would eventually this HAL 9000, which is the intelligent agent, started trying to kill people and humans. In the end, what happens is Captain David and Bowman decided they need to kill this AI, right? So that's what happens over there. So during the time, we can see the story, and more of the stories here is really very sad. Is essentially there's a lack of communication, and the non-communications, open dialogues between human being and the intelligence. But nowadays, we look at here is we actually have in this large language models and general AIs with ChatGPT and with DeepSeek, all kind of stuff. We're starting to collaborating all this stuff, right? So now, just like we just mentioned, this AI it has advanced so fastly. Right now, we bump another problem, like what Professor Jeffrey Hinton just mentioned. Who you probably know that he is considered as the godfather of deep learning, and also the Nobel Prize and laureate last year in physics, as well as Alan Turing Award in this field. He basically warned everyone's humanity is going at a turning point. And with AI, he suggests that the decision we're making today will have a far-reaching consequences for our future. So it's very important that while we're developing the new technology like what the FF is doing, we really all have to think about what will be the potential impact, right? And so to do that though, let's revisit this famous Asimov's and the 3 laws of robotics, which he introduced in 1942 in his one of the sci-fi novel, right, I, Robot. And you probably have seen that it's basically during that novels he called the 3 laws. And the first law here says that robot may not injure a human being, and so on and so forth, right? So you can see that during the time he actually laid out guidelines, and for whoever want to build a robot to help us and do things, or intelligent and the agent to help us. But if you revisit this here right now, you can see that there's missing something. What is missing from here? If you look at it, what happens here is in these 3 laws, the Asimov assumes that those robots act for us, right? What happens in case if the robot really try to do something, there's some problems. In the context of the automobiles or transportations, what if a self-driving cars has to deal with 2 evils? Which one to choose? If we don't have anything, algorithms, whatever, built into it. So what need to do? Well, my argument here is basically, we just add another law. We have to resort to human. The human needs to be in the loop in order to close this loop to help out, right? So this in particular, that secret source we're talking about is the reinforcement learning with human feedback. So Chen Zhang just mentioned about this reinforcement learning, and which I'm going to, well, as one of the very important and the AI's technologies, the paradigms. And basically, this reinforcement learning is about where we have agents and need to interact with the environment. And so what happens there, we try to perceive the environment, get them states, for example, like locations and our temperatures and so on and so forth. And at the same time, we take some actions, whether we want to move forward, backward, and to right, left. And then during the time, we're trying to get some rewards, say with the right fear of bad things, right? So this is actually basic ideas behind the reinforcement learning, where you heavily used for a lot of different applications, including the Gen AIs, including the self-drivings, and including this Alpha and Go, AlphaFold, and all stuff there, right? So as a matter of fact, reinforcement learning right now becomes very, very popular. And just early this month, March, and these 2 professors, this 2025 Turing Award, which is as considered as a Nobel Prize in computing, is awarded to professors, the inventor of the reinforcement learning, and Professor Andrew Barrow, and his first PhD student, and Professor Richard Sutton. And that signifies the importance of this. But it's very important though, even with reinforcement learning, we need another part. This part here is a human feedback. So basically, this human, this agent in AI need to work together with human in order to form a perfect partners to solve the problems that AI cannot solve. So that is kind of like models. I think believe is very important for anything, including what the FFAI is doing nowadays, which as I mentioned already, right? So let's take a look at this, and from another perspective, and this here, the Society of the Automobile and Engineers actually have this famous 6 levels of autonomies, right? It's starting in terms of the autonomy levels from 0 to 5. And where we started with no automation, basically drivers taking everything, and plus and until we get the full automations, we don't worry about too much about that, right? So during this stage, you can see that there's a kind of like a switch or dance of controls between human and between the engine or between the intelligent agent. if you look at this here, I view this model, or this is not only just a technology roadmap, but actually it is a rules to help us to make sure that human give us a chance, opportunity for human and agent to work together. In particular, if you look at this, the levels 2 and 3, and so basically in this part here, there's got a lot of chances human and agent can work together. They learn from each other. Not only we learn from agent, but also AI is learn from us as well. So I think that is very important for human being and agent to learn together. In particular, during the process, the AI and human, we're trying to build a mutual trust. We try to understand each other. We try to learn more about it. Eventually, we can have a better and doing better teamwork in order to solve the problem. And so, for example, and if there's a problem where, and we know that something like why, for example, autopilot is doing, you want to swarm well, and then the AI can tell us, oh, because of the predictions over there, that's how I did it, right? So this kind of a dialogue, part of the dialogue is very important. So in this case, the AI doesn't just give an answer, it actually tell us why it happens. So with this actual and the communications and stuff, that can help us for that part, right? And from this, we can actually to attack another very important problems we're facing is alignment problems, ethical problems that everyone's talking about this today. In particular, in a context of it, in this intelligent mobilities, where human and safety is a primary goal, we really have to worry about it. In this particular case, for example, I want to make 3 proposals. Number 1 is we seek aid explainability and from AI called XAI, where we want to find out why that is AI makes certain decision. The second part here is reciprocity, where not only we like AI to do something, we like AI to adapt, but also human need to adapt as well. So all together and to adapt together, mutually all together we can solve the problems. Finally, is also very important that is we should set some kind of the guardrails and this constraint so that we allow the AI to refuse to take some unethical kind of the decisions that a human wants to do, right? With all of this, and we eventually, that could help us to have more ethical and decisions to make for what we need to do. So I think that's going to be very, very important. So with all this together, I think the future of this AI and in the context of this and the intelligent mobility transportation there is we all build up an ecosystem. In this ecosystem, all of us who can work together and different kinds of the transportation forms, they work together to learn from each other. They're trying to deal with different corner cases and help each other. And so from there, we have a more in open dialogue. And from there, eventually, right, and in this and the human loop to take action, and then we work together for the better ways. And also in this case, we can see that its mobility is like a symphony where the human is going to compose a music, and then AI can all perform together, and we can build a beautiful music and we can build a future. So with that, I think the future, and just like what NF is doing right now, we really want to make sure that initial and intelligent mobility will be able to work in the right direction with all these involved and work together so that we can create together with a safer and more and stable, more efficient, more sustainable, and also it gives us a better ways to comfortable things and for us to in terms of a planetary survival in the future and all stuff. With that, I think that's all I have here. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Mohammed Shakir El Sharif. I'm from Egypt, and I'm here to discuss with you about how we can use the artificial intelligence in the after-sales service. Now, you take the decision to purchase an EV. I will take an example for Tesla. How many guys here have Tesla? I'm sorry, I need to interact more than only present. Who have Tesla here? I found many Tesla outside. I need to ask you something. After long times, where you will fix your car? And Tesla as well? Yeah. Only Tesla? Okay. So, I'm from Egypt. And in Egypt, we have a company called Chico. It's my father's nickname. We focus only in BMW. Why? Because it's most complicated car to fix. And from this car, we show our efficiency. So I will take the same example here, and I came to create an after-sales service for BMW. But I found that Tesla is too much. And no one fixed Tesla except Tesla. Suddenly, in California, we found thousands of Tesla running on ground. Here and here and here and here. But again, no one till now fixed Tesla. I don't know why. Maybe it's complicated that much, or maybe no one fixed Tesla. So when I deep dived to Tesla, I found its normal car have an engine and gearbox and everything, but the source of power is electric. But they need to change the brake, and they need to change the suspension, many things they need to change. Yes, the car is new. So maybe after 5 years, he will start to maintain his car. Okay. So if I will take the same example, for anyone need to fix his car, how we can use artificial intelligence inside our workshop? This is exactly what we need to do. So I need to expect what will happen for your car after 1 year. And I will give you a plan and the cost and everything to be friendly using with you. Don't be shocked if you got more cost. So what the AI will do inside the workshop will improve your life. First of all, I found that the manpower in California, one of the most important problem here. To find a proper team, a proper manpower inside the workshop, it's very complicated. However, if I use the robot to fix your car, it's more efficient, less cost, and will help you more friendly. How we can do this? It's not that easy. This is why we have to use artificial intelligence. First of all, the manpower issue. Second, the technology that you have in the Tesla, still the people not have it on ground. So we need expert people, and expert people will cost us more. However, the robotic can be the same and be cheap than the human being. And why California, by the way? California have 40% from the EV from the US at all, which is a very good market, very open market. Until now, I didn't find someone fix Tesla except Tesla. In California, we have Silicon Valley, huge fund and investment and venture capital willing to help the technology people. And the service demand for sure, and the regulatory here in California, can make California one of the best places to open such business. So in our workshop, who are targeting for sure Tesla people. I don't need to say any other car because Tesla is very famous and most of the people know it. So I will use it as an example. Plus we have a corporate fleet. We have Uber, we have Lyft, we have many fleet, they need our maintenance as well. So here we can find the demand is there. However, there is no provider for the service. And in the normal after-sales service, what is the process to fix your car? First of all, I need to diagnose your car to ensure what the problem inside. And then I will give you a quotation to tell you what that will fix in your car. And then I will give you a warranty after finish the car. All of this process will be through an artificial intelligence. Why? I need something very friendly for you, costless, and also you can easy use it. So if I use robotic inside the workshop, it will help you to communicate with him in any language. And even if you don't know, he will help you to give you more answers. Here I'm presenting like it's a new idea and I need people to join me. So I'll explain how we can do such idea in California, for example. So it's phases. The phase one, we will create 3 workshops in San Francisco, in LA, and San Diego to fix the EV car using robotic. Not only human, the human will be very less. However, the robotic will be the main tools to fix your car. And we'll start by diagnosis from the beginning. How we can diagnose the car and then give you a quotation, and all the process will be through robotic and system. To scale such business, first of all, the technology can be scaled very well if you achieve a very good successful on ground. And here, if you take a look about the competitors, I don't have competitor fixed with me except Tesla, which is again one of the good things that are here in the market. Who compete with me? Only Tesla. Okay. So the growth way could be very easy if we join an accelerator program, and he can help us to join many other cities like Michigan, New York, whenever. Why we are using artificial intelligence inside the workshop? The cost will be reduced by 40%. The service will be more friendly with anyone, and the result will be much efficient than the normal workshop that you are using now. Why Faraday Future? I believe that the Faraday people have to answer this, but I believe they have a technology. They reach a very high technology in FF99. And since you got a very good efficiency in your car, the after-sales service could be also a very good process for you. And this is exactly what Faraday have. Call for actions. We need to fix his Tesla through robotic. If anyone need to fix his Tesla through robotic, he have to visit us in our workshop. And this is my presentation today, and thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Mohammed, and thanks for all the speakers. We're going to segue into the panel discussion now. So all the guys you just heard from are going to come up and speak. Mohammed, Mr. Hay, Mr. Ansho Rai, who you heard from earlier. And we also have a special guest, FF91 2.0 owner, co-creation officer, and Le Mans 24-hour winner, Justin Bell, who is here, who will actually moderate this session.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Bell. Well done on a Sunday morning, coming out and having to use your brains as much as that. Some very clever people. I've been involved with Faraday Future for 2 years now, and the thing that I've been most impressed with is not just the products that they make, but obviously, and I drive an FF91, but is their dedication to bringing the future into our hands. So it's a very exciting moment, and I don't know about you, but obviously I enjoyed listening to what we just heard there, because AI, I think for a lot of us, you said it, is a fear. We have a fear of it. And my son was a child actor, and do you remember the movie Westworld? It was a TV series with Anthony Hopkins. He played the little boy in Westworld. And I remember thinking, oh my God, can you imagine if your kid had AI? It would be the end of us, because they already think they're cleverer than us to begin with. But watching him in that movie made me realize, there's a lot of potential. And hearing you talk, thank you very much. In racing, in what I do, we have the application of AI obviously behind the scenes in how we develop all the products for racing, but especially in the strategy side of things. Formula One, I have a podcast about Formula One called Drive to Win. I do it every week, and at the Win Las Vegas. And one of the biggest things is there's so much data coming from the race car, so many variables. Only now, even with the most brilliant minds as strategists, they use AI to run every simulation. And did anyone watch the Grand Prix last night, in the middle of the night? Well, watch it today. It was the first Grand Prix of the year in Formula One. And if you watch it, you'll realize how important AI would have been in making that strategy. It was going to rain, it wasn't going to rain. Different tires, it was an amazing race that showcased for me how we use AI. So we know it's going to have a big, profound impact on our future. Well, Dr. He, thank you so much for everything you said. Now, I'm going to get everyone to obviously introduce yourselves a little bit. We just met you, but In this environment, can you just explain your role and then we'll go down?
Oh, sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Justin. And so my name is EVTOL. Actually, I'm doing this AI and robotics over 30 years already, and we actually different industries and also on a research circles as well as on academia cycles. It's great to be here today and to share and learn and from our guests and from our speakers. Yeah. Thank you.
Chico. I have a company called Chico as well. We're providing the after-sales service for BMW, and now currently we are going to the EV industry.
Of course, autonomous man at the end.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anshul Rai. I work for the autonomous driving group here at Faraday. I work on the hardware system integration of level 2 features, as well as building up of more advanced features that we use in-house perception, localization, planning, and controls models for more advanced features like highway auto drive, automatic parking, and highway auto lane change.
Well, very smart people doing clever things. That's what we need. And obviously, talking about what we're here today, announcing the game-changing innovation with the hybrid extended range electric vehicles, which we're calling HEREV. And its transformative role really in what we're all doing. It's obviously a new species, but how do you think AI is going to play its role in the HEV?
So like in my previous talk about, and so in intelligence mobility really is all about and how to integrate an AI into transportation and to make it safer and more efficient and bring more well-being. So in this case, there's a lot of cases I saw actually on the FF's already made the significant progress and strategic planning here by introducing this hybrid, the AI extended and range EV, which really I think is innovation in the electrical drive system. In particular, it gives us a lot of opportunities in terms of how you'll be able to more efficiently and doing the fuel efficiency and how able to extend it the actual like the power usage as well as some other like more existing and self-exist and the driving systems. So I see this definitely is FF is on really right track and potentials to work on this.
Thank you for that answer. But I'm going to add another question. Obviously, you showed the iceberg, and what's above and what's below. And I think, or we saw it in one of the presentations, I think from most of our point of view here, it's rather like my iPhone.
Right.
It's brilliant technology, but all I care about is that it makes my life better.
Right.
So it looked, for a professor, it looked like you have a lot of analysis of the psychology of human interaction with AI. Talk about that. What are we looking forward to with AI in this extended range situation?
Thank you, Justin. Actually, it's a very interesting, very good questions. Myself also have thought about this. I can give you a share one anecdote here. Myself and also one of my good friends and who's the senior manager in Netflix. Just lately got a Model X, Model Y, and then what happens as we kind of like bought this FSD and kind of things. What happens where when try to do that part, there is my friend actually was so busy, so he thought this FSD really is just we can completely rely on FSD. So what he did during driving, he wore sunglasses and then just took a nap. And guess what? So it happens that it got suspended. So it got suspended for a month before we realized that. So I think the more of this story is about basically a lot of time, like I mentioned in my talk, when we are developing new AI technology as a human, we also need to learn how to work with AI in a better way, both psychologically, both technically. So I guess in that case, and for us, we definitely have, that's a lot of stories, a lot of research we really need to work on for that part.
And it's a two-way street, right?
Exactly.
You need as much as the car is learning all the time and the AI is learning,
yes,
we have to learn how to interact and how to use it.
Exactly. That also is, I think, Chen Zhao just mentioned about, there's a user interaction systems, where I think FF is in advance in this regard. And not only we provide a technology, but also want this technology able to bring comfort and convenience to and driver to passengers. So how we able to design a better the system, so that we feel like this it's not just a machine. It's another very passionate human, like you just mentioned, share some story. I think that's very important.
Excellent. I think that's going to be the story for me that we're going to want to follow. We might come back to that. Mohammed, that was an interesting talk, because none of us like going to the dealer, right, to get our cars fixed. No one likes that. So you have an important role, but when we see you, we want it to be painless, right? We want it to be the shortest experience. Like when we come and get our car serviced. Obviously, working with BMW, I'm driving a M4 competition right now. I love BMW. They're an amazing company. I've raced for them. I know how they push very hard, and I've enjoyed the systems on this car, actually, the autonomous driving to what it does. How can the AI, you talked about it, but in the dealership experience, what are you thinking? What are the first things you're going to notice when you integrate that into your dealer experience?
Okay. First of all, you take a decision to purchase a car. But after 5,000, you need to visit the dealer again. Each period, you need to visit the dealer to maintain your car. And suddenly, if you got an accident or something else, it's a big issue. Okay, now I need to create a workshop. What's my big challenge? The equipment, the spare parts, the locations? No, the human, the manpower. In California, the manpower, if you need to have a specific efficient manpower, it's costly too much, more than machine. When I make a study, I found that each machine will cost me $30,000, but the human can cost me more than $100,000. And the result, I'm sure that the machine will have more efficient than the human, I'm sorry to say, and the using friendly. Today, if you went to any workshop, maybe the manpower will not deal with you friendly, but the machine can do this very well. So the artificial intelligence, not only the artificial intelligence, the robotic system itself could help the after-sale service very well. The data we'll collect it through the artificial intelligence will protect your service that you need in the future. I can tell you after 6 months what you need and the cost and everything, what you can do. And this is how we can make the system very friendly for you to maintain your car.
So these are just questions I'm coming up with. When you go in for service or anything in any business, it's based on our experience, right? The human is only as good as your experience and your talent. Are you saying then that when you go and see the AI-supported dealer service experience, they can draw on all the Faradays that are on the road? They can draw on all the data. So it's not just their experience, they're drawing on the database of the entire platform.
From the system operating up to purchasing the spare parts, up to whenever you need, the artificial intelligence will do. Okay. Instead of the human.
Yeah.
And this is
better. And better. Rather like a doctor. If you're a doctor, you could only go if you're experienced, but if you had access to the whole world of medicine in your mind,
correct,
you like the AI will.
Correct.
Well, at least if you get your car back quicker, it'll be better, right?
And that's also, and the cost will be cheap than the human cost.
Yeah.
Because the machine, I will depreciate it for 2 years, 3 years. So the 30,000 that I pay for the machine, I will use it for 2-3 years. But the human cost in California is much more than this.
Interesting. Okay, we'll see how excited for us, because I think it'll make it a better experience. Anshul, so we were talking earlier before this started just about some of my experiences and your experiences with autonomous driving. I'm a race car driver, so the idea of someone else driving the car isn't exactly my favorite subject. But the other day I drove in this BMW, I drove all the way up to Pebble Beach, and I did it without touching the pedals. I just wanted to try it, and you still have to have your finger on the steering wheel though, otherwise it shuts it down, which is annoying. But What do you think are the biggest barriers? Is it people like us who like driving that are we the obstacle to it, or is the car the obstacle to making this fully integrated?
Yeah, I think the greatest barrier right now for hands-off, eyes-off autonomous driving, which a lot of companies are trying to solve right now, is effectively managing the unpredictability and the complex nature of the real-world interactions that occur in daily scenarios, especially those rare edge cases that are hard to simulate and hard to train the model for. And at FF, our approach is to utilize a variety of sensors like camera, radar, and LiDAR, and we use a robust multimodal architecture that integrate the task of perception, reasoning, trajectory prediction, and decision making. We are constantly improving our data collection mechanisms, our in-house automatic annotation methods, so that we can train the model specifically for these scenarios that are either rare or too dangerous to simulate in real vehicles. We also use AI techniques like feature attribution, feature scenario decomposition, interpretable architectures, and a transparent decision log so that we can train this model for these rare situations. In addition to that, we're leveraging our cloud-based data lakes to do automatic annotation, intelligent sampling, and generating 3D data for these dangerous scenarios that we cannot train for.
That sounded very complicated. I'm glad you're the one handling it. When we're driving a product in the future with autonomous driving, will it become, I'm asking on behalf of anyone that drives on the road, does this become more sustainable and bulletproof and safer the more cars that have the AI technology? Because humans are the weak link, right? You could have 10 AI-driven cars and a human go, oh, there's in and out, and we just go across 8 lanes of traffic because we're hungry. AI doesn't know we're going to do that, right? It just knows we're trying to get to our meeting. What are the obstacles there, or what are the red flag zones there?
Yeah, I think the whole motivation behind level 5 autonomy is to enhance the safety on the roads. And like you said, over time, all vehicles are going to be autonomous, and the entire mobility ecosystem is going to be such that we can avoid traffic incidents, and there will always be people who prefer to drive themselves, but the focus is to enhance safety, reduce aggressive and distracted driving. So that's what the problem FF is trying to solve.
Interest.
Can I just add? Yeah. Okay, yeah, actually, thank you. It's very interesting to mention that. But it just like I mentioned in my talk, that I think the human and AI interactions are very important. There's always going to be the human in the loop, even if during the operation. And so what happens, I think, and this could be solved, in my view, is at least two ways. One is we can collect real-time data directly and during the operation. And so that every time, and if the human and overwrites and the AI, and then got an innovation, and that could be used as a training data to adjust the model and to handle in particular some sort of rare case, a corner case. And for that part, the second part is also, I think in terms of this, a human need to have like some sort of e-stop where you can do a final resort to make sure that there's nothing if the AI made some mistake, and we always have humans which have been trained and do those kind of things to help prevent this from and becoming a disaster. So that's why I think it's very important in have human always in stable touch with the AI. Even if we consider AI is already 99.98% of the stable or safe. This is my view on that.
Yeah. No, you kind of answered the next question I was going to ask you. But another thing that came up to my mind is we, as humans, obviously in our driving habits, every day we get annoyed by people on the road. They're on their phone, they're texting, they're driving badly, they're going too slow or whatever. AI will learn our driving habits.
That's right.
And it's the same, it's going to come to you in a minute. Ms. El Sharif, is how important is that learning to, because I don't drive the same as you, I promise you.
Sure.
You know, so how is it going to handle our differences in personality?
Yeah, I think it's very important, as mentioned there previously, even if we deal with smart drivings, we all think about one-on-one. So I'm a driver in this car, so I'm dealing only control and in my car. But if you look at this from a global views, and what I mentioned in there, and we're talking about mobility, is really an ecosystem. Let's say we have a fleet of these cars all drive around. Everyone has their individual and driving habits. So in this case, when we try to make decisions, it's not just make local decision based on my view. And actually, somewhere in the back end, there's adjustings, and in the behavior profile is a EVTOL profile. We actually is a system we're able to coordinate all this. If we happen to be close in the same lanes or very close by, they're going to analyze, okay, yeah, Justin is a very polite driver and EVTOL is a very crazy driver, so that these two need to be careful. And so there's some sort of like a algorithms in terms of collision and detection and other stuff will kick in order to make sure that there's these two guys won't collide each other because whatever. So in other words, what I'm saying is AI is very important. That is, when we have AI, we make this a car. It's not an isolated machine. It's really is well connected and smart, kind of like community that work together in order to prevent something like this from happening.
Interesting. Also, I imagine in the servicing side, if I bring my car back to you more than once,
Yes.
the AI technology will know that I'm very heavy on the brakes. Correct? It'll know.
And they will expect
it.
based on your using, what will change very soon and what will happen in your car based on what the consumption that you use. But again, why the AI become very important for us now? Because they make the technology very cheap. However, the automations and the self-driving, it's not new, it's old. But the problem that before it was costly too much. Today, the technology is cheap. I can use technology in everywhere and will not cost me like before. So that the cost of technology allow many brands to put the automating driving system inside the car.
It's very interesting. I think from your point of view, what I like is we talk always about the core industry, like Faraday Future making the car, but I'd never really thought about the service industry around it. It's very interesting. And obviously for you, there's with your expertise in what you're doing, you could go to any car company. What attracted you to Faraday Future and their vision?
Yeah, actually, I joined Faraday Future for a chance to work on the cutting edge of AI and R&D. Faraday is advancing the two major trends in automotive, electrification and autonomy. And it's a chance for me to expand my expertise beyond my core domain. I think that if you have the ability and the drive, you will find a place to thrive at Faraday. That's the advantage to working at a startup.
I like. Oh well, listen. Before we let these guys go, if you could, each of you, just give me a little prediction, and in your own words, just a couple of sentences about what we've heard today. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the the hybrid extended range. I think that's the way to go. I think it really takes away the fear and makes it more usable. And AI and everything we've heard, just a little prediction what we're going to see over the next few years.
So for me, I think there's definitely AI will stay and help to make the driving and transportation more pilot, more safer and more and energy conscious, efficient, and on the services for human.
Okay, now and you, the sales rate.
Within the next 2 years, the hydrogen car will be more. The hydrogen, using the hydrogen instead of electric, will be more. And within 5 years, we can use the water as a source of energy inside the mobility. This will happen, but at a stage. In terms of the after-sale service, it will be much easier than before. You will only park the car and you will find everything through the emails and WhatsApp, and then you'll come and take the car easily. So the life will be much easier by using artificial intelligence.
Fantastic. And you're going to put me out of a job, so you're my least favorite person. But
Don't worry about that. My thought is that every year there's thousands of casualties and fatalities because of distracted or aggressive driving. I feel privileged to be a part of this company that's working on the shift towards AI-driven vehicles that will make car accidents a thing of the past.
wow, a noble cause. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. A big round of applause for our panelists there. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to, I'm actually YT's British AI version. That's what he wants me to be. I can't wait for me to talk Chinese next. I think we have a fun program for you coming up, but thank you very much, gentlemen, and I'll see you again. Enjoy the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin, and thanks, panelists. That was very interesting and fascinating stuff.